OTAs has concluded for the Chicago Bears, and we got a number of things coming out of OTAs regarding Caleb Williams and the offense. But on today's episode, the mailbag episode, me and C Dub are going to discuss if the Chicago Bears offense will take another leap in 2026. And obviously, it's mailbag day, so we going to hear from you all. But before we talk about it and break it all down, y'all already know you got to hear the music first. What's going on, Chicago Bear fans, and welcome back into another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears. I'm your host here, Bobby, joined by C Dub. So if you're tuned in, love what you're listening to, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. C Dub, what's the word?
You think I'm going to say anything different? We getting closer and closer to C-ball. Y'all seeing them at OTAs? Y'all seeing them out there throwing it? Oh, come on now.
No, the real. We definitely heard a lot of good things out of OTAs. Caleb Wilson. I'm thinking basketball. Caleb Williams. Yeah, Williams is looking like he ready. From our country cousin, from our Chicago cousin, Pat the designer, the operation looks much cleaner offensively than what it looked like at the start of OTAs last season. Ben Johnson is buying stock in Lufa. And we got some glimpses of Roma Dunze, Xavier Thomas, and a number of things. C-Dub, last year, the Chicago Bears, they had these rankings last year offensively. And total offense, 6th, rushing offense, 3rd, scoring offense, 9th, passing offense, 10th, third fewest amount of sacks allowed, 1st in turnovers given away. C-Dub, though, the biggest question is, do you expect another leap offensively for the Chicago Bears?
Those numbers right there, those rankings right there is enough to put you as a really good team in this NFL. And Chicago Bears were a good team last year with those rankings. To improve on those rankings, absolutely the Chicago Bears can improve on these rankings. Look at the personnel. You got young, fast, athletic, hungry players on the offensive side and Cole Kmet. I didn't do that to be funny. I just added Cole Kmet. Lufa Burton has been the star of the OTAs. I know it's just the OTAs. But my man Ben Johnson said he banned stocks. Now, hold on. Listen to how important that is. The person that is calling the offensive plays, the head coach, is buying stock on a particular offensive player, and that is Lufa Burton. If you don't think he's going to be featuring him a little bit more this season, you are out of your mind. Especially with DJ Moore. Shout out to DJ Moore. He went to a great place in Buffalo. But I still think we good. I think that we are better at the wide receiver position without DJ Moore at this moment. Because we got better route running between Lufa Burton and Roma Dunze. And I will say better. I can't say it right now. Luther Burton has at least better hands than DJ to me. Absolutely, nephew. They can improve on these rankings. I expect a big jump from Coastal and Loveland as well. The running game can improve as well because now you're set. You know, Kyle Monunga is the number 2 guy, and you know DeAndre Swift is the number 1 guy. We just got to build on what we did last year. The offense will be that much better, making the Chicago Bears that much better for next year.
I'm gonna just keep it real solid with you. I'm known as the guy that be even kill. The Chicago Bears are Super Bowl contenders right now. Early. I'm sorry, y'all. Early. Early. Obviously, we got to see them watch them play games, obviously. But I think these guys offensively can have a top 5 offense all across the board, all across the rankings, because that run game is going to be vicious. Caleb Williams in his second year is definitely going to improve. And I'm going to make this case. I'm going to make this statement. He going to be in the MVP conversation. Caleb Williams. Yeah, I haven't drunk anything. I haven't drunk anything.
Is
I
that
think
you? Is that
I,
not an AI?
I'm
Are
telling
you
you.
AI?
Hey, I got to jump off the porch finally. You know what
Oh
I'm saying?
my goodness.
Last point is this: why I think that it's going to be an exponential jump for the offense is because now you were. I'm not saying he's better than DJ Moore, but I'm saying that you're adding a new element in Xavier Thomas that can do more that's required than a DJ Moore when it comes to jet sweeps, when it comes to having him in the backfield, because we looked at DJ Moore while he was in the backfield. It was like, Ben, please stop putting him back there. Please stop doing it. Because you will not be saying that about Xavier Thomas. And lastly, Colston Loveland about to plant his flag and say, if you thought I wasn't top 5 tight end in the league, I bet you know now. I bet you know now.
Oh my goodness, that was right on par. I do like that angle you brought in with Xavier Thomas. He's definitely gonna do a lot of things that DJ Moore did for us last season, but more. He's faster, younger, quicker. He definitely have the possibility to bring in a better impact than DJ. I won't say he's a better player, but bring better impact with this iteration of the Chicago Bears.
For sure. C-Dub, I also want to ask this question before we move on into the mailbag. Illinois lawmakers have until tomorrow night, 11:59, to get a deal done. Do you believe they get a deal done to try to keep the Bears in Illinois? Because I don't want to go to Hammond.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that they do, just on the fact that moving the Chicago Bears to the Indiana and playing at Hammond is it's just
Ugh.
nasty. It's nasty work. I think they get it done before tomorrow. You can't have the Chicago Bears and all of their history playing in a state like Indiana. Ill.
I ain't gonna lie to you, C-Dub. I drove to Chicago last week and something hit me. A stench. It stank going over past Hammond. It stank. It stank over there. Y'all gotta clean that shit up. It stank. I'm like, bro, every time we cross this damn tollway bridge, it stink. Going past Hammond, it stink. Nah, bro. Like, we don't want it. We do not want it. I'm not lying to y'all, man. C-Dub, we don't want it, bro. But
Hey, bro.
C-Dub, give me a stat line for Caleb Williams next year.
Woo!
I'm gonna give you
Folks,
mine.
hey, no, I got you. I didn't expect this. Good sneak attack. I'm going to go 4,100 yards passing at least. I'm going to go 39, 40 touchdowns, 10 or less interceptions. Caleb Williams next year. You know what that equals.
MVP. I'm going 4,100 yards, 30 touchdowns, 7 interceptions on 64% completion percentage.
You
Those my
lowballing on
numbers.
him on the touchdown pass. You are lowballing him.
Look, I'm just doing what I do.
Did he throw 30 last year? He threw 30 last year.
Close to it, not 30 though. Close to it though.
Okay.
We're gonna see though. Y'all let us know if you believe the Chicago Bears will take another jump offensively in 2026 after what we've seen and heard about OTAs. But now it's time for our favorite part of the Saturday episode, which is the mailbag from you all who call in and chime in. C-Dub, we're going to kick this one off from one of our favorite people. This one's from Xavier.
X.
What's going on, guys? This is Xavier calling in, man. I just want to speak about OTAs, man. I'm impressed by what I'm seeing at OTAs so far, man. It looks real good. Um, from what I'm seeing, man, it looks like Caleb Williams, man. They're about to put everything on Caleb's shoulders, bro. This is without a doubt his team. I feel like the offense is going to depend on what he does and the leap that he makes this year. And I think he will make a leap, bro. And I'm gonna go out and make a bold prediction. Well, not bold, because I mean, a lot. I've seen insiders say it. I've even seen a lot of podcasters make this hot take. But Caleb, man, it's looking like he's gonna be in the MVP conversation this year, bro. I definitely see him taking a big step, bro. He seems really focused, and with us doubling down on offense throughout the draft, as far as getting a center for the future, getting Xavier Thomas, oh man, like again, Sam Roush, who's obviously not gonna be involved in the passing game a lot, but the blocking does help on the offensive line. So whether he's blocking as a tight end or catching a few passes, because I think, like honestly, bro, I think he'll get a few touches in the game to help. Um, that's that. I do think Caleb will be in the MVP conversation this year if he takes the correct steps. And also Mananga, bro. Mananga, bro, people are sleeping. I'm telling y'all, watch and pay attention. Bro, he will be used in the passing game a lot more this year, bro. I'm constantly seeing the OTAs, bro. They're throwing him these short passes out of the backfield, bro. I'm telling you, Mananga will be dangerous in the passing game, bro. Um, I mean, Swift ain't never really did that. That was never really the thing. But I feel like even he'll be used out of the backfield a lot more catching passes. But Mananga is that guy coming out of the backfield catching passes, bro. I'm telling you, this offense, if we're able to get a running back who can catch that ball out of the backfield, bro, oh my God, bro. You got to think. Colston Loveland is one of the fastest tight ends in the league, like probably the fastest with his route running ability. And we got Luther Burden speed. We got Xavier Thomas speed. Shit, like man, it's gonna be hell, bro. It's gonna be hell for people trying to defend that. But let me know, man. Let me know how y'all feel about it. Chicago up there now.
Shout out to my man's Xavier with a hell of a voicemail to kick off the day. C Dub, what you got?
Shout out to my boy X, and this is a great take that you brought to the voicemail. I would say it like this: the Chicago Bears have set up Caleb Williams for this specific year, this specific moment. We've taken care of the offensive line. We supplied the appropriate wide receiver type that you would like this year. All fast, young, shifty guys out there. It's probably not Jade Walker, but he probably fits in there somehow. You got Colston Loveland, weapons up the wing yang. Don't forget about Cole Kmet. You're not getting sacked. This is the year where you jump into that top 5 quarterback of the NFL at the very least. Now, when it comes to Kyle Manunga, um, I think you're looking at it a little too small, X. I think if DeAndre Swift, which is possible for him not to get the ground running like he did last season, he can be the second back, and Kyle Manunga is going to be the number one back. Y'all watch for that throughout the season. If DeAndre Swift falls off a map, and it is possible that DeAndre Swift can do that. I'm not hoping for that. Kyle Manunga can get in there, and he can easily be the number one running back without question.
Kamananga. Forever down. Forever down. Shout out to Buddy that created that and gave us that. I gotta learn your name. My bad, brother. But you handed it off to Bears Nation, so we go use it. Xavier, hell of a voicemail, and I'm gonna agree with you. I think this is a season to where Caleb Williams can absolutely place himself in MVP conversations early in the season. And I think that with this tough of a schedule, if the Chicago Bears are successful, he will give himself a strong chance of winning the award. And when it comes to Kyle Mananga and these skill players, Just look at Luther Burden and the trust that Caleb Williams had with him in the latter part of the season. Look at the relationship between Caleb Williams and Colston Loveland. I think we are positioning ourselves for exciting times. Maybe more cardiac, maybe more heart rushes this season because C Dub is calling for the 20, for the 10, for the 10, Chicago Bears more often than what he did last season, and not in the 2 minutes of the game. Not with 2
Bro,
minutes left in
please.
the game. Please, we ask for you. But hey, man, great voicemail from Xavier C Dub. C Dub, we about to get into this next one. This next one is from Keys.
Keys.
Yo, what's the deal, fellas? It's your boy Keys, man. Hope all is well with you guys. With that being said, let's get to it. So we got reports from OTAs on yesterday, and I know everybody's been high on Colston Loveland lately, right? But personally, my stock has always been in on Luther Burden III, even when we drafted him in the second round. I don't know if we can go back to the voicemails and all that stuff like that, but personally speaking, when people ask me, I've always felt like Luther has always been that dynamic playmaker. I think it's even more so for him when you look at Ben Johnson and the offenses that he's had, especially the one with Detroit. He had J-Mo, and he had Amon-Ra St. Brown, and then you got, the tight end. I can't think of his name. Either way, we have our own three versions of that with Rome, Luther, and Colston Loveland. Now, the person that may be out on is, Cole Kmet, but I think he's more of he's just a team guy, but specifically on Luther Burden. Luther Burden is a guy, he can catch the ball and go. Everything that young DJ Moore was doing when he was with Carolina, I think Luther Burden could do that times 10. That's the potential and the playmaking ability he got. Even more so when I look at him, kid from East St. Louis. Anybody you know from East St. Louis, they don't fuck around. They got football, they got life, and they just trying to make it. And they all fucking dogs. I played with one who was a dog personally, and I'm looking at him, I'm just like, he came from that same tree of East St. Louis Flyers, and every time I watch him, he's just a dynamic athlete. So I do think this year, you'll probably see Luther. I think he had like 50 catches last year, or close to 50. And the yards that he had, and he'll be a guy that probably get a lot of yak yards like with Colston Loveland. They've been a part of the offseason all that time, staying really in Chicago and doing everything like that. And, if Ben Johnson buying stock into it, I'm always been going to buy some stock into it. So if I had to make a prediction, and you hold me to it, Bobby, C-Dub, Hayes, however y'all want to do it, I would say Luther Burden probably going to have, as God is my, longest, good health, all of that, probably about 80 catches, and I can see 1,200 yards with like 7, 8 touchdowns, and that'll put him in a good company. So we're going to see how it go, man. But always, let me know what you guys think. It's always shot town up. Bear down, y'all.
Keys providing us with keys of the day. I'm not even mad at you, brother. I just want to keep it short and sweet. I'm going to back you up on this. And C-Dub, I know you finna gloat. Because last year, y'all ain't even going to see this coming. Luther Burden, look out for Luther. And I just want to give somebody who listening homework. Go watch highlights of Luther Burden and tell me he ain't a man that loves yak like the Cognac Boys. Soon as he catch the ball, he's shaking dudes out they cleats. Out they cleats. Hey, Keys, it's not crazy. I'm going to back you up on this one, brother. C-Dub, what you got?
Hey, man, Keys is a very intelligent gentleman because
He's
he
a
can
teacher
also...
too.
Huh?
He
What'd
is
you
a
say?
teacher too.
He's a teacher too.
Shout out to that black man for being a great teacher.
When a teacher and one of one such intelligence speaks, I think you should listen. Luther Burden is a lottery pick. He is. I keep telling y'all his last year in Missouri, his quarterback was a punter. That's how bad he was. That's how I tried to give you the visualization how bad he was. So absolutely, I'm going with 80 catches and 1,200 yards. His yak, he's going to be on the top up there. Like he might not be the top guy, but he's going to be around the top in yak yardage if he's, knock on wood, stays healthy and gets through the whole season, plays enough
Agreed.
games. But I will push back on you. He won't be the best receiver catching balls out of on the Chicago Bears. That my homie Keys will be Colston Loveland. He will be the best receiver on this team. We could possibly have a lot of all pros on this team.
Oh yeah.
Colston Loveland is the one
He gonna be that?
I think him and Caleb are the most that I got confident that could be
Okay.
all pros.
I ain't mad at that. Great voicemail, Keys, and shout out to you, man. Keep doing what you do. And I'm backing you up on that statement about Luther Burton. Come on now, Luther. All right, now we finna get into this next one, y'all. This next one is from Ant, the Army vet.
Ant.
Yo, what up, fellas? It's Ant, the Army vet. Just calling in about how good OTAs is going, and and one thing that I've been thinking about for a while when it comes to this year's draft class and everything, especially with seeing how good OTAs is going. I heard it before, but now I'm a believer that this year's draft class wasn't meant to be for success in this year. Like the team that we have that's gonna have success this year, we already had and we acquired in free agency. But the draft class is meant for us to have not only sustained success, but great success for next season. And what I mean by that is, outside of Thieneman, every other draft pick we have, it's hard to make an argument to why they will start and why they will play a lot of snaps in games this season. I mean, it's not hard to make an argument because you can make an argument that they can, but like look at like if you go through the list, tight end Sam Roush, we got depth there. You know what I'm saying? Colson and Cole, Malik at cornerback. I mean, our DB room is stacked with a bunch of players that some of them didn't even play last season. You know what I'm saying? The linebacker, you can make an argument for, but I mean, we got the Sandman back, so like the linebackers are still pretty good, especially if PJ get healthy sooner than what everybody anticipated. And our linebacker room, you know what I'm saying, is good for that. The center position, we got Bradbury. He's a good, solid starter. You know what I mean? Like the D line, the tackle, we got good D tackle depth right there. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's an argument that they could get snaps, but I don't think they were drafted to get snaps. I think the Bears and Ben Johnson is going to that old school mindset when it comes to certain positions and certain draft picks on the team, as they'll sit a year, learn, gain that knowledge, gain that experience, and then next year, when they finally get in and get good reps and maybe even start, that they be full steam ahead. There's no hesitation. You see exactly what they were drafted for, and like next season, it's going to be an even better success or even better season than this season. So I do think we're going to have good success this season. But next season is going to be one of those seasons where everybody looking at the Bears like, you know, they might be the Super Bowl champs. Not just a contending Super Bowl, but like you'll look at them like they can be the Super Bowl champs just based off of this year's draft. But that's my thoughts. I'm a firm believer in that. And as always, shout out up, Bedell.
Shout out to Ant with an interesting take. C-Dub, what you got?
I love takes like this. Shout out to Ant. I do, in a sense, think that you are right, that it's hard to make an argument for some of these guys. To see significant time on the football field. But I'll also touche you and say that the Chicago Bears, they drafted to complement their team. I'd say that they drafted to complement. When you look at a guy like Logan Jones, we lost our center due to retirement. You bring in a guy like Logan Jones, who I think that should start right away. But nephew thinks that he should sit back and learn from Bradbury for a couple of weeks and maybe get in there. Then you get Xavier Thomas, you lose DJ Moore, you lose some of the things that DJ Moore, like running out of the backfield, running reverses, actually taking handoffs out of the backfield. Xavier could do that as well. Then you look at the Malik, he's going to compete for the second cornerback position. That's what he's brought for, at least to boost up the competitive nature of my guy Tyreek Stevenson over there. Just give better competition over there. And then Sam Roush, they want to run the football better. You can bring out the 13 personnel on any given series or down. I think they did this draft can be referred to more of a complimentary draft, but I like the way you put that take together. My guy, continue to bring those type of takes. I love them.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you, and I think that was a hell of a take too, to just talk about the draft class and the way that he prepared that, to say that this is something that we could potentially see now, but it's definitely more for the future, considering the contracts that are currently on the Chicago Bears and how they may let some people walk and how you maneuver through certain things. I think that's a hell of a take, and it does make a lot of sense. Me personally, see, Doug, I'm with allowing Logan Jones to, sit and learn, but this man comes from Iowa and had 50 starts. He's more than ready. I'm not even gonna hold you. I gotta keep it real. When I learn new information, I gotta give you new thoughts. I learned new information. So I'm giving you ain't throwing no rib. But C Dub, interesting tidbit from OTAs. Malik Muhammad was working out of the slot. Kyler Gordon, I don't want to hit no more bullshit out of you, brother.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just keeping it real.
I love
you. I know what you can bring to the team, but we not finna keep playing games with your ass. And Ben Johnson showed that he has a short leash on players. He will get your ass out of here. I'm going to leave it at that.
Bro, you better start drinking your muscle milk, Kyler. Better what?
All right, C-Dub, let's get into this last one of the day. This last one is from the Dark Knight from Virginia Beach. My boy, Milton. Here it is.
Hey, Chicago Bears Central, them Cognac boys, what it do? It's your man, Milton the Dark Knight from Virginia Beach, calling in once again on this beautiful Friday evening. With that being said, as always, let's go ahead and get right into it. Well, OTAs really went out with a bang this week. I can't wait to see what other techniques and moves that these guys are ready to display out there on the football field once we hit into training camp and everything. But the OTAs so far, they're saying Caleb Williams is looking like that franchise quarterback that Chicago so desperately needed all these years. So I'm glad that he's starting to step up and feel more comfortable, especially now that we have some stability with the coaching staff, offensively and everything. But I'm gonna just say it like this, and a lot of people might disagree with me, but it needs to be said. I'm a realist at the end of the day. A lot of the jobs, even though this is OTAs and going into training camp and even with the preseason games and everything, a lot of these jobs, a lot of the positions on this team are for those players to lose. Like, okay, Grady Jarrett, Dial, those two, until they prove me otherwise, of being worthy of the contract that they signed when they first came here, they're kind of like non-factors to me for right now. They need to get out on the field. I understand injuries, and injuries are out of their control, depending on, what happened, but they still need to show us, the fan base, that they are worthy of the contract that they showed. Just point blank simple. Roma Tuesday, I ain't speaking no slander. I'm not speaking anything bad about the guy. Just like, okay, you and Caleb came in, y'all were in the same draft class together. And, Caleb's going to be up. If he plays good this year, he's going to be up for a massive contract extension. You're probably going to be looking for a contract extension. So I don't need you to be out there dropping balls. I understand you got hurt too, but you got to step the game up if you want to be the number one guy. You're the number one guy now since DJ Moore's in Buffalo, so you got to step it up. Defensively, Austin Booker, they say he was playing decent. Also, I'm looking for him to bounce back this year because I know he played hurt. And I'm looking forward to him and Jack Sanborn. Hopefully they'll team up, be like that dynamic duo in the defensive backfield. The defensive side is still something left to be desired. So we just have to see when the season starts and even OTAs and preseason how that's gonna turn out. But Jalen Johnson and Kyler Gordon with the injuries, yeah, that might be the best, but and especially Jalen Johnson, I don't want to hear you talk about I want to be up for a new contract. No, bro, no. No, and Kyler Gordon, like I said, you going to call yourself Spider-Man? No, you're more like Handyman or Soft Tissue Man right now. I'm just keeping it real. I'm not ready to jealousy you, but you still got some potential, so I'm just waiting for y'all to unlock it. But anyway, gentlemen, just want to hear your thoughts on that. As always, Chicago up, bear down. I'll holler at you on the next one. Enjoy your weekend. Holler!
Y'all heard him. He gonna holler. Hey, C-Dub, what you got for us?
Hey, bro, this is a real thought out analysis on the Chicago football team as of now. I do bring one thought out of this great take. There is no, I mean, Roma Dunze is the number one receiver now. But that's not a set in stone if he doesn't perform. Lufa is a number one receiver. I'm telling you right now. So if Rome still have that little disease we call dropping the ball, it's a real easy disease to give out. I mean, to say you got the hips, you dropping balls. Lufa Burton right there to take over that reign. So when you look at the wide receivers, all the weapons we have, the one under the most pressure this year coming into this year, it gotta be Rome. Gotta be Rome, bro. That's the way the last year ended. The story around Rome, that he can't catch passes, he's steady dropping passes. He has to block, he has to get rid of that narrative quickly that he is a pass catch dropper. Because Lufa's sitting right there, grinding at the bit.
Not a pass catch dropper. But hey, I'm gonna just say this. I think it's fair to say the two players, if there is pressure, that has the most pressure on the Chicago Bears is Rome Odunze and Austin Booker. Oh. It's Rome Odunze because where he was drafted and, having a great start last season and then kind of falling off a little bit due to injury. And then Austin Booker because the Chicago Bears said, you know what? Fuck all the defensive linemen in the draft. Austin Booker, you the guy.
Bro, you're right, nephew. I didn't think of that.
I gotta say, I'm rooting for both guys. I want to see them excel because if they are better, they're helping this team tremendously. And we gonna be right here breaking it down, watching it all season long, and seeing if these two guys can live up to the expectations that has been placed upon them.
Nephew, I love that Austin Booker take that you just said. Now they gambling on this kid.
Yep.
And they saying he can get like 8 sacks. Is that fair to say? Is he can bring us at least 8?
Yep.
He has not had more than 5 in his career.
We gonna see.
Okay.
Need 3
I'm riding with him. I'm riding, nephew. What can I do? But I don't agree, but I'm going to ride with it to see what we can get. It may surprise me.
It may. We're going to see. They talking about all this fundamental stuff. So let's see. But hey, you got anything left, bro?
See, balls are coming, y'all. It's coming, man. We got 2 months, nephew. It's 2 months left. It's June, July, August. Oh, it's the preseason coming. We already won't get to see them for probably a couple of series.
Oh yeah, you probably, if anything, you might see him for one and they pulling his ass right out.
Hey Ben, let him go out there and do some handoffs, Ben. Go on, let him do his handoffs. We'll see if that's still straight.
For sure. But man, that is it for today's episode, y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode. Before you get up out of here, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We on our road to 30K. Don't freeload. Support the channel, man. And then if you want to be a part of the mailbag episode like the 4 gentlemen was today, simple process. Pick up your phone, dial a number 773-242-9336 and leave us your take. We appreciate y'all. Make sure you always love the Chicago Bears. We already know. We gonna catch y'all on the next one for sure. Chi-Town up and bet down, baby. Peace.
What a long.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.